Thank you, Pat Flynn, for putting it all into perspective.
Welcome to the Sowing Seed Podcast. One guy's thoughts on family, faith, farming, and financial freedom. Now, from the studio, office, workout room, trash-get-ball court, yep, you almost made it in the wastebasket, buddy. Here's your host, Matt Miller.
I was at the podcast movement. Actually, I take that back. I was at the Social Media Marketing World Conference in San Diego this last spring. Pat Flynn was doing a talk on podcasting and growing an audience. For those of you that don't know Pat, he has the wildly successful Smart Passive Income podcast. In fact, several years ago, it was named the top business podcast in the country. Pat's a great guy, and over a series of conferences and events, I've gotten to know him really well over the last number of years. Had an opportunity to be on his show and have several extensive conversations with him during that period of time. But anyway, as he was talking at Social Media Marketing World about growing your audience, he asked for folks who had a podcast who, had 100 downloads or less in any given month. And I raised my hand because at the time my show was less than that. And he called me up on stage and we talked for a few minutes. Pat asked me how many downloads I had, and I told him, I think it was in the 80s at the time. And he said, Matt, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine that there are only 80 people in this room. Would you be excited about sharing your message to those 80 people? Heck yeah, no doubt about it. I would definitely have interest in doing so. See, we get so caught up sometimes with the numbers, with the number of likes, with the number of shares, with the number of downloads. And what we forget is those each represent people. You and I can't control the seeds or the growth of those seeds. All we can do is sow them. But Pat's message put it all in perspective for me and made me realize that if I truly am interested in sowing good seed into the lives of those around me, to include the listeners of this show, then I need not get weary in doing what I'm doing, because a harvest will come, even though I may never see most of it. Would you do a talk in a room of 80 people? Man, that put it all in perspective for me and gave me a burn bigger than ever before to continue to do what I felt led and passionate to do. Hope this helps, guys, and God bless you.
Thanks for listening. Check out our website, sowingseed.net, the Sowing Seed channel on YouTube, and if you got something out of today's podcast, give us a 5-star review on your podcast player of choice. Until next time, go plant the seed you need to succeed.